Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, welcome and thank you for checking out one of my videos. I hope you will enjoy it and find something from it that's encouraging or helpful to you on your journey. Tonight, we're gonna have a full moon in Cancer that's coming up in the morning, the 26th of December. I don't know when you see this video, so it may have already passed, but we can feel it 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after. And we in this collective have indeed been feeling it for a couple of weeks now. You may not have realized that's what was happening, but you probably felt a deep sense of nostalgia. This full moon, because it's in the sign of Cancer and the sun is in Capricorn and Jupiter, Saturn, and Jupiter, Saturn, or is it Mars? I can't remember if it's Jupiter, Saturn. Anyway, one of those two, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter. I think it's Jupiter, Saturn. I think that's right. Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury are aspecting this. So you have to realize that you need to be careful because their Mercury retrograde is going to give it a tendency for things to explode, for arguments to happen. Because a lot of us are already in our feelings having a deep sense of nostalgia from our childhoods. And we're revisiting the patterns that we accumulated in our childhood. And trying to figure out, what do I do with this? You know, does this even fit in with my life anymore? Why am I following these same patterns if they're not leading anywhere? So just keep that in mind. It may be a full moon Cancer reading, but I did get some music for it. I need to turn this phone down so we don't get interrupted. I had a quiet night. I was grateful for that. I got some rest. I was very much in hermit mode. I didn't feel like talking to anybody. I was just wanting to be left alone. I am going to try to go out and see my family today for a few minutes. I talked to them last night, but I didn't feel that it was necessary to go over there. They were all doing their own thing. Alright, so the first song that I got was Where Do You Go by Jessie Murph. We had exact same songs the other day. I don't think that's ever happened on this channel, but we did. We had the exact same songs today that we had the other day. Where Do You Go by Jessie Murph. And this is kind of saying the same thing I just said about the patterns. Young and naive in your hands, ready to give more than you can, till you meet a boy who tears you apart. Now you can't tell what's love or war. The music stopped, so did the dance. Now there's no one to tell, so you leave by yourself. But it hurts more than you could have known, 'cause how does a girl hold the weight of the world without losing herself on the road? Where do you go when nowhere feels quite like home, when every crowded room feels so alone? It's a long way down, long way out. Tell me, how do I begin? When nowhere feels quite like home. Where do you go? Growing up under the pavement, I stared at the people and places. I wondered what it would be like. They seemed to be doing it right. But at the time I didn't know it, that these are the moments that I would chase for the rest of my life. Before it got quiet and heavy, I'm in this Bentley, I'm dodging the memories. I cut out the bullet, the one that you sent me. You said it was, you said I was looking, you thought I was ready, but how in the fuck could I ever be ready? My arm's getting tired, this baggage is heavy. There's no one to help me, about to break the levee. I'm not the same girl that you had in your Chevy, don't think I'll ever be, because how does a girl hold the weight of the world without losing herself on the road? Where do you go when nowhere feels quite like home? Every crowded room feels so alone. It's a long way down, long way out. Tell me, how do I begin? When nowhere feels quite like home, where do you go? So there's a sense that you're kind of lost. And in this full moon that we're going to have, because it's the Cancer full moon, which very much puts us in our feelings and in our emotions and in the nostalgia of our past, because we're going to be looking at our past and trying to figure out, what do I do with that? What do I do with the memories that I have from my childhood that I don't know how to process? Where do I put those things? How do they factor into my future? Do they factor into my future? And because of that, and because of the fact that the sun is in the sign of Capricorn, you're going to find yourself at a crossroads between your head and your heart. Like, your heart wants to do it one way, and your head's like, fuck that, you got logic for a reason. So that's where the outburst of anger might come in, because of your frustration. And then it may or may not factor into everybody's situation, but I usually try to stop the song at the end of it and go to the next one and ask Spirit what's going on here or something. But before I could stop this song, this one came on, so it may or may not factor in. Something to remind you, stained. Something to remind you, stained. Okay, and it goes like this. So this is it. I say goodbye to this chapter of my ever-changing life. And there's mistakes, the path is long, and I'm sure I'll answer for them when I'm gone. So when the day comes in, the sun won't touch my face. Tell the ones who cared enough that I finally left this place. It's been so cold, look at my face. All the stories it will tell I can't erase. The road is long, just one more song. A little something to remind you when I'm gone. When I'm gone, the road to hell along the way is paved with good intentions, so they say. And some believe that no good deed goes unpunished in the end, or so it seems. So when the day comes and the sun won't touch my face, tell the ones who cared enough that I've finally left this place. That's been so cold, look at my face. All the stories it can tell I can't erase. The road is long, just one more song. A little something to remind you when I'm gone. When I'm gone. So this is it. I say goodbye to this chapter of my ever-changing life. And there's mistakes. The path was long, and I'm sure I'll answer for them when I'm gone. When I'm gone. So there could have been a death that you had that's a part of your baggage that you have to handle. But when I asked specifically for a song for Nowhere Feels Like Home and what else we needed to know about that situation, this is what I got. Wild as Her. It's a song by Corey Kent, and it goes like this. She never wanted to be white picket fenced in. Her heart's like a feather in a Tulsa wind. A sea salt breeze will bring her to life, and all them other boys say she's a goodbye girl. She'll wreck your world and leave before the morning sun. But here she is, free right next to me, 'cause I ain't trying to tame her love. I keep the windows down and the wind in her hair, keep her heart hanging on round every turn. She ain't scared to get tied down, scared to get burned. Just looking for somebody as wild as her, wild. Saw that highway unwind in her deep brown eyes. She saw a long stretch of dirt road dreaming in mine. She ain't living for a diamond ring, just living like the rock and roll song she sing out loud. We're burning it down, blaze up a trail of smoke wherever we go, wherever we go. That's where she calls home. I keep the windows down and the wind in her hair, keep her heart hanging on round every turn. She ain't scared to get tied down, she's scared to get burned. Just looking for somebody as wild as her, yeah. Yeah. I ain't trying to fix her. I just want to kiss her. Fuel a little fire in her soul. We don't say forever, but when we're together, I swear, no, we ain't never letting go. 'Cause she knows I keep the windows down and the wind in her hair, keep her heart hanging on around every turn. She ain't scared to get tied down, she's scared to get burned. Just looking for somebody as wild as her. Wild as her. Wild. Yeah, wild. So this person, when it comes to nowhere feels like home, they don't they don't want to be at home. And where home is where she is or where he is or wherever they are is what it's saying. Where did it say that? Saw that highway unwind in her deep brown eyes. So in other words, she wanted to hit the road, and she saw a long stretch of dirt road dreaming in mind. So she wanted to hit the highway, and he wanted to hit the dirt road. And she ain't living for a diamond ring. She's just living like a rock and roll song she sings out loud. Blazing up a trail of smoke wherever we are, wherever we go, that's where she calls home. So wherever we are and wherever we go, that's where she calls home. And she sees that you have a dirt road dreaming in your eyes. And she's like, let's go. So I get the sense that this person doesn't really know where to call home. They just don't, and they're not going to anytime soon. They might become very wild in the process of looking for it. So just be mindful of that. If this is your story and you don't feel like anywhere is home, you may have a wild journey finding it. And I'm with you. I'm right there with you. And this would indicate that you are either with somebody or need to be with somebody who won't try to fence you in. And it's not because you're afraid of being tied down, it's because you're afraid of being burned. So your past has taught you that you can't trust people. So then I asked, what's coming next? And I just listened to wait to see what was going to come next. And I got this. Nothing else matters, Darius Rucker. And once again, we have the Darius Rucker version of this song. And he used to sing with Hootie and the Blowfish, if you're not familiar with who Darius Rucker is. So he sang a kind of new age pop rock type feel music. It wasn't quite, it was kind of like in the genre of grunge rock, but it was a softer version of grunge rock than, say, like Nirvana or Pearl Jam. But it was in that same genre. And after their band, I guess he left their band or whatever, Hootie and the Blowfish, he started singing country music. And he has a beautiful voice. I mean, he is very gifted. So check out some of his stuff. But Nothing Else Matters is what came on. And it's actually a song by Metallica. But there could be racial differences, or black and white could be significant. You could be in that yin and yang thing. Alright, here's how it goes. So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. Alabama calling. Might be from Alabama. Or Alabama could be significant. Never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. All these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek, and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view, and nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. But I know. So close, no matter how far. It couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do, never cared for what they know, but I know. I never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. All these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view, and nothing else matters. Never cared for what they say, never cared for the games they play, never cared for what they do, never cared for what they know. And I know, yeah. So close, no matter how far, couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, nothing else matters. This song gives me the feel that you've chosen to do things different than your family did. And you never cared for what they know or what they do. So somehow you didn't care for what your family knew or did, or your friends, your peer group, people around you. You were sort of like a loner. You have the loner type feel, and you found someone who will allow you to be that way. So you are allowing yourself to open up to somebody, it looks like, that will let you live it our way. Like, we don't have to do it anybody else's way. Let's do it our way. And you have learned that you can trust this person, and you don't trust easily. All right, Spirit, let's get a prayer, if we may, please. Prayer for this collective. O God of heaven and earth, it is good to sing your praises and to bless your holy name always. You do great things for us. The whole earth is full of your glory. To you be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus for endless ages. So you are somebody who has this incredible amount of gratitude that flows from you in appreciation of all that Spirit has done in your life. Or you're being encouraged to. Alright, show me how you're working in the virtues here. You're getting responsible. You're learning to have loyalty, to be content with what you have in life, to have your faith, to be gentle, and there's your gratitude, with your love showing up right underneath of that. So you may not be in a relationship, and that's something that you prefer, or you may be in a long distance type relationship, because it says no matter how far. So close, no matter how far. So you're very close to somebody, no matter how far away they are from you, is the feel that this has. There's a very strong Leo vibe to this. Being loyal, you're being content, you're being satisfied with where you're at, with what you've been given. You're being responsible, gentle, you're having faith, and you're having gratitude. And you don't want love right now. It looks like you don't really want to be in a commitment right now. You're happy with your freedom. But you might be looking for somebody as wild as you. Spirit said to find out what's true about you. What's true about the collective, Spirit, when it comes to this reading that I'm doing? What's true? What's true? You don't have to do more. Cease striving and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. God, you created the world in 7 days, and you have kept it spinning since. You don't have trouble carrying out your to-do list. When it's tempting to believe our worth is based on what we do, remind us that the only work you want from us is to believe. We choose to trust you and live in grace today. Amen. We all hear it at times, the whisper in our hearts that says, you really should be doing more. It usually intrudes right in the middle of our ordinary, when we're washing dishes or changing diapers or driving to work in the morning. A wise friend of mine says it's dangerous, and it's a lie, and it's dangerous, because every time we tell ourselves we should be doing more, it leads to less. Being less present where we are right now, less peace, less joy, less love for those who are right in front of us. Can you trust that you're where you're supposed to be in this moment, doing what you're supposed to be doing? Yes, be open to new possibilities. Learn, grow, take steps forward, but say no to the lie that you must do more. Let's take a deep breath, lean into grace, and live fully where we are today. God is already taking care of tomorrow, and He's the only one who can. So for some reason, you feel like you need to strive to do more. Somebody feels like they are under pressure to do more. for whatever reasons. Spirit's saying, no, be present in the moment. You have to be responsible. I think that's where the responsibility comes in for you. And the contentment, because you have to be content. Like, you've achieved what you've achieved in life, and if you want to achieve more, you have to be responsible and you have to be loyal. But you also have to remember that doing more isn't going to make you more important. It's going to make you less responsible and less content, because you're not going to be in the moment. You're going to be rushing around trying to figure out, how can I get more done? So if for some reason you're somebody who feels like you have to do more, Spirit says stop doing that. Stay in the moment. Be responsible. Be loyal. Be content. Have faith. Have gratitude. And be gentle. So you have a lot going on, it looks like to me. Alright, I want to look at Sacred Destiny and go a little deeper into the virtues. Show me how you're working in this person's situation or this collective, Spirit. How are you working in the collective? How are you working in our home lives right now? What is it that you're doing in our home lives? May I see, please? Openness and inner peace. So you're being open to inner peace at home. There may have been a situation at home that was causing you to be out of sync and not have peace. You're going through healing chaos that's leading you to inner peace at home. So you're going through some chaos in your family, it looks like, or whoever you're living with. A voyage and inner peace. You may be planning to go on a cruise, or you might be going out over the water for a military voyage. But somehow you're planning to go on a voyage. You might just be taking a ferry from one side of an island to the other. Alright, show me how you're working in this home here. That's where the trust. You're helping us to be in flow and to show us that we can trust in your wonders. Right now, you don't trust that wondrous things can happen. So you have this lack of trust at home and a lack that wondrous things can happen. I want to read to you what this is saying, okay? Because it's important to know what's being said here. I think we read trust the other day, but I'm going to go ahead and read it again real quick. Talk to us, Spirit. No, it was truth we read the other day. This is trust. Trust. This is your home life now. You're having to work on your trust. Desert vision. The desert seems parched and devoid of life, yet it is to the desert that spiritual sojourns go to gain messages from the Creator. Traditionally, the desert is the place of spiritual cleansing, renewal, and profound healing visions. Just as desert terrains can feed our soul, so they also nourish lands thousands of miles away. For example, the Sahara Desert and the Amazon rainforest are a great distance from each other. One is a vast, dry area of sand and scrub, while the other is moist, lush, and green. And yet they are connected. Remember, you're far away from somebody, so far away, so close, no matter how far. And yet they are connected. Annually, thousands of tons of nutrient-rich dust from the Sahara crosses continents in the upper atmosphere and deposits vital phosphorus and other minerals to the Amazon, which is needful of those exact nutrients. So the dust storms that happen above the earth in the atmosphere carry the nutrients from the desert to the rainforest. So somehow there's somebody in your life that nourishes you from a distance. And you might need this desperately. The sacred landscape wants you to know this is a powerful and important card to receive. Even when things seem parched or not fruitful, a deep energy speaks of the power of your inner knowing. Meditate. Trust those nudges from the universe. Your celestial advisors are close now. You are now open to receive some of the most important messages of your life through your intuition. And right now with this moon in Cancer, your intuition is going to be so intensely affected. You're going to be able to receive these important messages. And even if there are some areas of your life that seem lackluster, know that other areas are being fertilized as a resplendent future, for a resplendent future. Have faith. Remember faith, and know that there is a higher purpose. So right now you're having to be content in a situation where you feel like there's not much going on with it. You feel like it's kind of spun out, and it's in your home. It's lost its sense of awe. Wow. Oh, wow, this is amazing. It's like you're fed up with this situation, to be honest with you. Something that's going on in your home life. Wonders. Natural rock crystals, clear amethyst, citrine, rose, and smoky were all revered in ancient times. The Aborigines of Australia called it maven, which was the material through which their shamans and elders gained their magical powers. Don't forget to recharge your crystals in this full moon. It's essential that you do that every so often so that they can be recharged and they will have their potential for healing in the other properties that they possess. The Egyptians believed that quartz had mystical healing abilities and would bury their dead with a piece of crystal on their forehead. The Greeks and Romans believed crystals were solid ice that had formed between the gods and thus had mystical powers. Even to present day, people believe that crystals can help manifest their intentions. Perhaps that is because of the piezoelectric qualities of quartz, the reason why quartz can amplify radio signals. There are some places in the world where it's not uncommon to find crystals on the surface of the land. These are especially powerful because they have been found in their natural setting. The sacred landscape wants you to know, just around the corner, exciting possibilities are waiting for you. Wonders will be abounding in your life. Sometimes they won't be apparent at first. Nevertheless, they are there. The more you see them and embrace them, the more these possibilities will grow in magnitude. Celebrate and cherish even the smaller ones, no matter how tiny they may seem. Let go of expectations. Don't limit the way you think that wondrous events could appear in your life. Be open if you believe anything and everything is possible. This is about your faith and trusting that wondrous things can happen. Because Spirit, I think what this is saying is Spirit wants you to start seeing miracles, small little wonders, synchronicities, things that could never have happened that way. It's like your faith is being strengthened by the universe, by the Creator, by your spirit guides, your angels, by all that is in this world to show you can trust. Spirit wants you to see you can trust because you have had damage. Your trust has been completely shattered. You may not trust anyone. And somehow flow. And I want to read that because I never have, but we talk about flow all the time. Let's read about it. Meandering river. A meandering river is a waterway that curves, bends, turns, and seems to swing side to side as it flows forward. Viewed from above, it looks like sinuous and even snake-like. Meandering rivers are dynamic as they wind their way across valley floors and bring life-giving sediment to new habitants. The word meander was derived from the ancient Meander River, which flows like the Aegean Sea. That's in Greece. The Greeks created symbols. It's beautiful there too, and it's very healing for meander. They have been described as some of the most important symbols for the ancient Greek culture. They represent the fluid movement of water and the eternal flow of all life. The twisting patterns were also thought to represent the serpent, which was the symbol of healing, hence the present-day symbol for doctors in the caduceus. Yes, that symbol for doctors that you see with it's like a serpent almost coming through it. That's what they're talking about. The sacred landscape wants you to know you might be called into the medical profession. You You may have a calling on your life as a nurse, or someone in your life could be a doctor or a nurse, or some kind of medical profession, an x-ray technician, a therapist, you know, whatever it is that you do. You could draw blood. What do you call those? Phlebotomist. You could be doing something in the medical field, or you should be. The sacred landscape wants you to know there are times to hold on tight to the shore, and there are times to enter the flow. Notice where life is going and move in that direction. Watch for signs and follow them. Don't resist when you go with the flow. Your life force expands and healing on all level abounds. This is also the time to release old limiting patterns, forgive, and let go of the need to be right about your beliefs. If you aren't feeling the smooth currents of life, it might mean that you're being self-critical or judgmental. When you enter the flow with gratitude and love, you will find blessings surrounding you. You will enter into a state of grace, and healing will abound. And we have your love here in reverse, but we have your gratitude here. Your spirit is really working on your faith and trying to help you to get into flow. And I think that one of the things that's going to happen in your life right now is you're going to release old limiting patterns. You're going to forgive people, and you're going to let go of your need to be right about your beliefs. So somehow you're very critical and judgmental, or somebody else may be, towards you. This is saying you. And it's like when you enter flow with gratitude and love, you're going to find blessings surrounding you. You're going to enter into a state of grace. You're going to show grace, and healing will abound. So you may be somebody who's critical and judgmental of somebody else's faith or their lack thereof. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. All right. Okay, this is what's happening at home. Spirit is trying to show you that you can trust, and this is leading you to flow. All right, what about work or how Spirit is working? If you don't have a job, this just might be how Spirit's working. You're not seeing it, but you're being given security and wisdom. You're learning a lesson when it comes to security, and you don't see this. You don't see this, but you're being taught a lot of wisdom about security, about the things that make us secure. Somehow you're being taught wisdom when it comes to your security. Like, you may be struggling to make your house payments, and Spirit is showing you the wisdom about having security. There's a wisdom to having security, and Spirit's showing you this, but you're not wanting to see it somehow. You're not realizing how wise this is making you. That's how Spirit's working in your life. It's about your security. It's about having a place where it's a place that you can call home. It's like you're learning the wisdom of having that, how important it is to have a place to call home. That's what you're learning. All right, what's your surprise? That's a hard lesson to learn, too, that you won't take action. For some reason, you're not going to take action. Or you may be going to take action. It has to do with your freedom. What do you mean they're not going to take action? Oh, it's about your purity and purification. So there's a need for purity and purification here, and you're not going to do it. Doesn't look like you're going to do it. It's your choice, though. If you want to be pure, if you want to have purification, then you can do that. You can put yourself through that process, but it doesn't look like you're going to. All right, what's going on in the love life, Spirit? This is an area of your life that's been unsuccessful, but there's going to be a gateway. Spirit's going to open a gateway in your love life. There's going to be an opening in your love life. Well, looks like you're going to be open to something new because you haven't had very much success in your love life. Alright. And what's our role here? Our role is to not go on a voyage. So you're not going on this voyage. And what's going to be the outcome? Going forward, you're going to have courage. Things are going to be complicated, but you want to be happy. You're going to go through a transformation, and you're going to stop being alone. So there's something going on in your life. You're not going on a voyage. You're not going to go on this voyage. I'm not sure why the voyage is your role, but somebody's going to understand that. Don't go on this voyage. Don't go on the voyage. You're going to be going forward. The outcome is you moving ahead with courage and happiness, but something that's a little bit, it should be simple, but you're complicating it. There's going to be a transformation, and you're not going to be alone anymore, with blessings in reverse on the bottom of the deck. You're fighting against flow. It all begins in your home life with your lack of trust. You're going through a huge transformation, and a lot of it is the surprise of taking action. A lot of it is based in the surprise of you taking action on your purification and your purity. And it looks like you're choosing not to do that. This could be about being clean from chemicals, food. It could be about purifying yourself sexually with being abstinent from partners that are not in a relationship with you. It could be about not smoking anymore, not drinking anymore, purifying yourself. It looks like you're not wanting to take action to do that, but you're being encouraged to. And this surprise of you not taking action to become pure is affecting everything here. It's causing you not to trust. This could be somebody else not taking this action too. Somebody has 2 different color eyes. It's snowing where somebody lives, but somebody else is somewhere very tropical, or you might be planning to go on this voyage. Wonder why your voyage, let's see why your voyage is in reverse. You may have been planning a trip. Why is your voyage in reverse? That's this is your freedom. This is your role, and you're choosing not to go somewhere that would bring you freedom. That's what I'm saying. It's like you don't want to go on a voyage. You don't want purity. You don't want to be pure. You have had no success in your love life, but there's a gateway. It's like Spirit's showing you grace. And Spirit's like, I know you're not going to go on this voyage to freedom. And I'm going to complicate shit because I want you to change. And look, I'm being patient with you also. So it looks like Spirit's about to create a divine intervention of sorts in somebody's life to move them out of a place where they've been stuck. Alright, show me what would you say to us about moonology for our home life, Spirit? How is this full moon working? Have faith in your dreams, and a new romantic cycle begins. So for some of you, you're going to have a new romance. And we saw that because there was no success in your love, that Spirit's opening a door. There's a unicorn here. It's time to release your negativity and have faith in your dreams. So your own negative thinking is holding you back from manifesting. You have to let go of that negativity. Work through your fears and have faith in your dreams. That feeling of I need to do more, I'm not doing enough, you have to let that go. Alright, home life for this collective. How are you working in our home life when it comes to moonology? How are you working in this collective in our homes? A new start. A new start is coming in your home life, and that's a new moon. So set your intentions during this full moon. In this new moon. When we have our next new moon, set your intentions so you can manifest those. And then I have 2 bonus cards, and we'll leave those over there unlooked at until we go further. Alright, work life, or how you're working in our lives. the supermoon, emotions are running high. Remember, I told you to be careful because you're going to be in your feeling, and then Mercury retrograde being aspected in this is going to cause a lot of sparks flying. You are good enough. You feel like you're not enough, and Spirit's working on helping you to see you are enough. And it has to do with the wisdom in having security. You're realizing there's wisdom in being secure. Maybe you're being insecure. And Spirit's like, I'm going to show you to get out of your head about this because you are good enough. What's your surprise? You feel like some part of you is not good enough. It's time to take action. You remember I said it was action time and get your actions in reverse? Surprise, it's time to take action when it comes to your purity and purification. It is time to take action. Oh, and there's another card turned over. Confidence is your key to success. And I think this goes here with you are good enough. You're in your feelings about not being enough. Your age could be a factor here, or something disfiguring that's happened to you. You feel like you're not good enough, but confidence is your key to success, and you're in your feelings, so be careful that you don't snap on somebody. And it's time for your purity and your purification and for you to take action. All right, love life, Spirit. How are you working in our love lives? Have faith in your dreams and work through your fears. So somehow you have fear in your love life. It's been a complete disaster, your love life, it looks like. You've had no success with love. All right, what's our role? It's like you've had no relationships in a long time. You and your loved ones are safe. Your role is to keep you and your loved ones safe, or to know that you're safe. New moon in Cancer, Scorpio's here. Crescent moon, Aries is here. Leo, Virgo, supermoon. Why are you having to keep... You just need to know that you and your loved ones are safe. That's your role. Just know that Spirit is in charge. And what was going to be the outcome? Maybe you feel like there's somebody in your family who's not safe. Spirit says they're fine. You're very close to achieving your goal. That's your outcome. You're going to be very close to achieving your goal. That's a gibbous moon. Hold your vision, fixed moon. A win-win outcome is forecast. And the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, full moon in Libra. So there's an air sign involved here, Gemini and Libra. This is the outcome. You're going to be very close to achieving your goal. Hold your vision. There's a win-win outcome in forecast, and the answers you need are coming. So somehow there could be losers here, but Spirit's saying there's going to be a win-win outcome. And you need to know that you and your loved ones are safe. There's nothing going to happen to you and your loved ones. For some reason, you have fear about that. And step out of your comfort zone. The North Node. Your North Node is showing up. All right, now let's look at our bonus cards from your home life. Nothing will come of this situation. Meditate and contemplate. There's a situation in your life. Spirit says, nothing will come of this. I need you to meditate on this. I need you to get your own answers on this. And I think it is about you and your loved ones being safe. Somehow you feel like there's no safety for them or something of that nature. Alright. Let's move on to the next thing. What do we want to do next, Spirit? Show me the feelings that what feelings are you working on in our lives, in our home life? Clinging in something you haven't told somebody. You're working in our home life about clinging to something you won't say, and running and clinging. You're running but clinging. That's like, that don't even make no sense. You can't run and cling. How do you run and cling? You're at a distance, right? You're using your intuition about somebody running. That's in your whole life. So maybe you think somebody's going to run away. Nothing will come of this situation. Meditate and contemplate. Somebody may have run away. And now you're worried about them and their safety. And Spirit says, I got them. All right, when it comes to home life, what are our feelings that Spirit's working on? Spirit's helping you to realize in your home life, whatever's going on right now in your home, you're better off. You're better off. Reaping what you sow starts today. Wow. All right, so you're better off. At home, your happiness, perspective, and your clear-headed space. You're going to have a clear-headed space and realize there's a new start coming, but I'm better off where I'm going to be in this new start. And you're going to see little things that will help you trust. All right, when it's your work life, how are you working on our feelings? You're helping us to make vows, promises. You're working on our promises that we make, our vows. Being in a commitment, a promise, and fidelity. All right. How about our surprises that you're working on? Surprisingly, Spirit is helping you to see your reflection in the mirror, your shared feelings. The reflection in your shared feelings. Spirit's helping you to look at yourself in the mirror, helping you to face your own reflection. All right. How about your love life? You're tired and your love life is exhausting to you. It's been a long, depleted failure of a journey. No success. Remember I said that. Spirit says you need to have faith in your dreams and work through your fears. There's going to be a gateway opened. You're exhausted, though. This has been an exhausting time in your love life, okay? All right, and what's your role? Your role is to work on your lust and your intimacy and time. Your role is to have, you have to wait when it comes to your cycles and infinity. There's lust and intimacy. Instead of having lust, you need to have intimacy. That's your role. You need to work on your lust, your intimacy, and your time. All right, and what will be your outcome? Divine Masculine is here. You will be a Divine Masculine, and there's some beauty involved somehow. Didn't see that coming. All righty then. You're either a Divine Masculine or you're dealing with one, and this person is seeing their reflection surprisingly and realizing it's time to take action on their purity and get purified. Clean myself up. I've made vows. In my work life, I've made promises, and I need to keep to my vows. But you're tired of something at the same time, and it's because there's lust involved in your intimacy. And the timing is involved also. Alright, so now we know we have a Divine Masculine. Let's see, because it looks like you're tired of something. What's going on at home with Divine Masculine? Burdens and recognition. I'm sorry, why did I say recognition? Reconciliation. You're under burdens to reconcile. What's going on at home? You're having late nights because of your burdens. It sounds like you have like money problems, or you worry too much about... You worry too much. You feel like you're not enough also. There's gossip and there's burdens. So there's gossip about your home life. We're going to see what that is. Alright, talk to me about home life for this Divine Masculine, or whoever this is. Somebody has a desire to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to look better, do better, and get someone hotter. And I feel like I'll be better off. Alright. Work life. In your work life, Spirit is like, I need you to stop being so arrogant. Something's all in your head. Somebody's making you prove it. You're tired of these late nights and you need to forgive. Alright. Surprises. Your surprise is that you're going to stop having to fling, it looks like. It's only you. I can't let them go. It's only you but letting him go in reverse. Having flings. This is your surprise. It has to do with a fling. Only you and I can't let them go. Alright, what about your love life? Somebody's incomparable. And what's your role here? You're having differences with somebody. And it's because don't force it when it comes to being supportive to a friend. Alright, and so what's going to be the outcome here? You're going to stop escaping. Somebody can't be trusted, and you're fantasizing. They came out in reverse. It's like, I can't escape. I can't be trusted, and I'm fantasizing, or not. Why is all that in reverse for your outcome? Because you're about at your breaking point. What are you almost at your breaking point about, Divine Masculine? You're clueless about a love triangle and somebody not making a decision. What's the truth about the love triangle and not making a decision? That I love you, but I don't choose you, and enough is enough. So it looks like you're in love with the wrong, you're not with the right person or something, and you're not even going to make a decision about this. Why won't you let them go as your surprise? Because you're desperate when it comes to not working in a divine union. And moving on. So surprisingly, you're going to feel desperate. That's why you can't let them go, because you feel desperate. Because you haven't got a job. But you have a divine union here. And they've moved on, it looks like. It looks like the person that you had this divine union with moved on from your life. Alright, show me how you're working in our home lives here. Whoa, baby. Spirit's working on your dreams coming true when it comes to somebody. This is your home life now. Somebody who has a lot of fear and they've been tempted and deceptive. And this being over. There's something ending when it comes to fears, temptation, and deception. And this is bringing wish fulfillment in your home life. Alright, what about your work life? In your work life, you're going to work on self-care. You're going to try to stop spying. You're going to have self-worth. And no commitment to your family and home. Alright, what's your surprise? Your surprise is that you're about to move into your north node. Remember, step out of your comfort zone. And what is your love life going? Oh, you're about to have an unexpected storm because of not having any stability. Alright. What's our role here? Our role here is to communicate. To be careful with our communication, with what we say, and with traveling. That voyage, it looked like you were supposed to go somewhere. And to not be vulnerable. To not be so guarded when it comes to being vulnerable. Stop being guarded. Stop being this way. And open up. Talk to somebody. Alright. And what's going to be the outcome here? A transformation. Why is the transformation in reverse? Because of no gifts in abundance and your ancestors not helping you with this. It's like you want to celebrate your abundance, but your ancestors are like not letting you. You're not going to be celebrating abundance. And it's because of being apart from somebody. That's not a good outcome. I mean, in my opinion, that wouldn't be the outcome I would want, but it is what it is. And it's because of your own decisions. It's because of your own decisions in your home when it comes to temptation and fear and wish fulfillment and ending something. There's something you're exhausted with. It looks like you're tired of a relationship you're in because it's been unsuccessful. And there's going to be a doorway opened, a gateway. What's going to happen when this gateway is open? What's going to happen when the gateway is open? You're going to have purging, crying, shedding. And I forgot what the other one said. Your ego is here and being on mute. You're not talking to somebody because of your ego. You're like, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you. Show me what's going on here. Somebody has regret that they didn't talk to you. going on in this situation at home, Spirit? May I see, please? What's going on at home? At home, you're a victim. You're doing shadow work, and it's because of a third party. And these cards have a karmic partner card. So the third party here is a place. I think you're in a situation where you feel like a victim, but you put yourself there. Okay? All right, work life. It's like a place. It's like a building. It could be the home you live in. Spirit's working on a conclusion when it comes to being an observer. That we've seen the spy card twice. Spirit's working on you not to spy on somebody. And maybe it's because you're just doing it. Like, there's nothing wrong with watching somebody on social media. But if you're pretending like you're not, that's a problem. So there's something that's ending, and you're not going to see this happen. You may just not see it. You may just not see this coming. All right, well, what's the surprise? Injustice. What's the injustice? The injustice is your family. There's an injustice in your family. And what's the injustice in your family? Too much ego. You need to stop being an ego fucking maniac is what it looks like to me. Somebody here is an ego fucking maniac. Alright, your love life. You have your free will. You can do whatever the hell you want to with your love life. Alright, your role. Your role is that you're going through this dark night of the soul. And what's going to be the outcome? You're going through some dark shit. Because you won't... Oh, there's going to be destruction and grief. Oh my God. That is not a good fucking outcome. That's why it's saying you and your loved ones are safe. Something's happening that's going to make you feel like they're not safe. But Spirit says they're alright. They're going to be okay. Spirit is telling you your role is to know that your loved ones are safe. But there is going to be destruction that's going to lead to grief. I don't like this reading, and I'm going to leave it a fucking alone. Talk to me, Spirit. Home life. There's a mature man in reverse at home. Work life. Somebody's immature or something's going on with a mature man at home. Work life. I'm not taking all of those, but the false person came out. Work life. Somebody's a thief. Somebody is a thief. Spirit's working on somebody that's a thief. Surprises. Alright. Your surprises are that you're going to have a job and you're going to have a family room. Something's going on in your family room and there's an occupation. Alright. Love life, Spirit. In your love life, you're going to have adjudication when it comes to somebody who's a false person in reverse. So it's like, there's going to be adjudication. This could be legal where the judge decides, because we see the thief over here. The judge has to decide whether this person is false or not. And they're going to be found to not be false for some reason. They're not fake. And there's going to be a message somehow. What do you mean they're not fake? Oh, there's going to be an imprisonment. Somebody might be going to prison for being a thief. And that might be why there's going to be grief and destruction. Alright, what is going on here? And this imprisonment could mean a real imprisonment. Somebody might be about to go back to prison. Or go. Why did I say go back to prison? Go to prison for stealing something. But for some of you, you're stuck in a situation in life. And you put yourself there. And you're trying to decide if somebody was being a phony. And this person pretending like they weren't fake led to an imprisonment for you. Ooh. Alright. What's your role? You're going through some dark shit. Your role is to be the main man. Alright, and what's going to be your outcome? What's going to be your outcome? If you're going to go to court for being a thief, you might end up in prison. What? Oh, Spirit, help me, please. You're afraid to see the outcome. The outcome is coming. What's the outcome? The outcome is going to be a great fortune. Somebody here is going to end up with a lot of money, but it's coming through destruction. Could be somebody's death, and you're going to make a lot of money off of that. Look, there's an official person also involved here. Yeah, it looks like somebody might be getting like an inheritance, and somehow there's a thief involved in your work life. Spirit's like, I know you've been stealing, and you're going to go to prison. The judge is going to decide that somebody's going to say you're not a phony, though. Maybe it's like, they think you're not the person that did this, and they're gonna realize that you are in prison, like, wrongly. I don't know. This reading is wild, but somebody's gonna understand every fucking word of it. So I'm not gonna question it. I learned a long time ago that what Spirit does on this table is none of my damn business. Alright, what's going on in your home life when it comes to gossip? Sexual protection came out. Anything else at home? You're having to use sexual protection. Your parenting is here. And you have fake friends. Alright, what about your work life? In your work life, you're insecure. I think, because you don't have, like, Spirit's working on you being insecure. Trying to help you to stop being insecure. What's your surprise? That you're spoiled? You're going to be destroyed. You're not going to be able to burn the evidence, and you're going to run away. Somebody is going to be spoiled. They're going to feel destroyed, shattered, broken, and fucked up because they couldn't get rid of the evidence in time, so they wanted to run away. Damn. Y'all's up in some shit, y'all. Alright, what about your love life? Your love life, you're doing drugs? Oh my God. And what's your role here? Your role here is that you don't know you fucked up. Well, what's going to be the outcome? A copycat. And you already know the tea, Spirit says. With red lipstick stains and evidence of somebody cheating somehow. Alright, this is starting to turn into an episode of As the World Turns. Or some shit. Wow, I didn't know my collective had all this going on. Alright, talk to me, Spirit. Spirit said use the red deck today. This is the Love Tarot. Alright, show me how you're working in this situation. How are you working? There we go. There's an old cycle that's not closed out yet. Spirit's working on closing out this old shit you're holding on to so tightly. Helping you to see the truth. The world is here. I think that's a Taurus vibe. It could be a lot of different signs, though. I'm not sure. I need to look that one up. Alright, what's the energy to overcome? Whoa, that flew out. An Empress, a Hermit in reverse, Death in reverse, and the Moon in reverse with Strength upright. So there's an Empress who is very freaking powerful. We have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This could be a mother or a grandmother, but this person is powerful as hell. This is the energy to get over, is this woman. I don't know how you're going to get over her. Cancer is here. Scorpio is here. And Virgo is here. With Leo and then the Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. It's like you're soul searching about how you can change a situation that you have a lot of emotion about. Alright, and what's going to pull it together? This is a complicated reading, but at the core of it, there's a very, very strong woman. What's going to pull it together is hope and the Chariot. So it's like there's going to be some movement. You're going to overcome something. It's going to take a lot of earth energy to overcome this. This is a Taurus vibe. This could be that you're going to actually get in a car or a bus or something and transport. It could be an airplane. You could go on international travel. But this is a card of I'm going to go somewhere that I can feel hope again. You're going to have hope again because of some movement in your life. You're going to get up and go somewhere, and this is going to bring you hope. That's what's going to pull it together. And you're going to see things from a different perspective. Pisces is here now. There's the Hangman. To me, that can be also an air element because of the thinking part of it, but take it as however your school of thought takes things. My school of thought is however I feel at the moment. And right now I feel like you have a very complicated situation in your life. All right, why is the world in reverse? This is how Spirit's working now. Because Spirit's like, I want you to stop bickering and fighting. That's the cycle that needs to end, is the bickering and the fighting and being opposed to somebody. You need to stop fighting with people. Alright, and why is the Empress here? Because of this Hermit in reverse. So this woman is what you're soul searching, or she is soul searching about what changed here. There's dark shit that's happened, and it's made me strong. Alright, why is the Chariot here? Because of a tower that you don't see coming. There's a very, very painful betrayal-like ending. This card could represent an actual death. And you're not looking back at how slow you moved when it came to this. What you're overcoming is ending something. Something's ending. Spirit might be ending something here. Why is the Tower in reverse? This is like a card of... There's the Moon again. The Moon is here again. Alright, because somebody who withdrew their love is conflicted and in their feelings about maybe showing this love to somebody again. So whoever they're bickering and fighting with, they are conflicted about how can I show this person love again? Or should I even bother? Why is hope here then? Because of somebody who brings you a lot of emotional fulfillment. And you're spying on them. Alright, and why is the Hangman here? Because you're not sure, but you're thinking about moving forward to the next stage. The next stage of what? What are you moving to the next stage of? Something that's forbidden. It's a relationship that's forbidden, that you wouldn't fight for, that caused you a lot of pain, or will. There's a relationship you wouldn't fight for that's going to rip you apart. Why is it going to rip you apart? Because there's not going to be any hope. Spirit is divinely guiding you not to have any hope here. And for you to have to get over this. You're being divinely guided to not have any hope. Why is there no hope? Because of being ripped apart, your memories about this, and learning your lessons. And a date. Right now, there's a situation in your life that you're having to get over where somebody wouldn't show love to you. You're trying to decide, should I even give this person another chance? Looks like there's going to be a date. But I don't know. Alright. Home life, Spirit. At home, you have interference. You need healing in your chemistry. Alright, what about your work life? You're retreating. You're having a time out right now. How about your surprise? Whoa, that flew out. Your surprise, I can't hold on to it to save my life. Your surprise is obstacles. Alright? Your love life. In your love life, you have true love and maybe no children. Or your true love is your children. Maybe your true love is your children. Alright, what about your role? Your role is to put away the computer and to show support about somebody's abundance. Somebody may have shared a lot with you. And you're being told to put away the computer and support this person. Alright, and what's going to be the outcome? Different pages tried to come out. The outcome is going to be you having integrity because you're not going to be strictly sexual with somebody to get stability. So you've been sleeping with somebody for stability, or somebody here has, and Spirit says the outcome is going to be you having integrity so you can have a second chance. And if you will actually, it's saying you don't have a choice. How is that so? Forgiveness, different pages, and acceptance. Put away the computer and have support for this abundance. Support and abundance. Put away the computer. And have some integrity, because you're not going to be with somebody that's strictly sexual for stability. That's going to be the outcome. Good for you. Good for you. Go one more time. I'm hearing. Why are obstacles here for our surprise? Because somebody's going to be like, I'm letting go of this, and I'm not going to go slow either. I'm letting go of this fast. What are they letting go of so quickly? There's rejection in mastering a spiritual lesson. Being patient. So somebody's being rejected. Clarify the rejection. Somebody being unavailable. And why are they unavailable? Because they have a friendship, use your intuition, and there's also an addiction. Use your intuition. Alright, show me how you're working, Spirit. Let's go one more time, just for the hell of it. Show me how you're working on our home life. Home life, Spirit. You're going to work out, get hot and sweaty. Alright, what about work life? Love the one you're with came out in reverse. So you're working on somebody not loving the one they're with. Alright, what's our surprise? What's our surprise? May I see, please? You're going to agree to fucking disagree. You think you have them all figured out, but you don't. And people are going to be messy. Alright, what about our love life? Ooh, that flew out. You're hot, smart, and you have a great ass. Your person is lucky. Remind them and be alone. Go solo. You're about to break it off with somebody. Or you just haven't had anybody, because love has been very unsuccessful for you. Alright, what is, I think you've been single for a long time. What is, your role here? Your role here is to be fucking stressed and keep shit clean. And what's going to happen next? What's going to be the outcome? You're going to say, interrupting is for assholes, and you're giving too many fucks. Give 0. You're trying to stop having sex with somebody for stability. So you could be, like, using prostitutes. Just saying. And you're on the same team. Play like it. That's why you're having to use sexual protection for some of you. Because you're using prostitutes to have your sexual needs met. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to do what you have to do. But it's time for shit to get real. Alrighty then. Let's see what's going on with your money. Because it looks like you might be getting inheritance on a lot of money. For some of you. Alright. You're planning on having recognition. You're going to take off and have recognition. One more time. Or you're recognizing you need to take off. Your crossroads. This is the crossroads of your recognition. Having recognition is the crossroads. But how are you working in this person's money? You're going to have... You have land or livestock. Somehow land is a part of this. And you haven't been looking for an opportunity when it comes to this land. But you're going to make a shift. And what will be the outcome of your shift? You're going to have, there's your legacy. You're going to get a legacy. There's no stability, but there's spirituality. And somebody is not a student. The shift is bringing you this great fortune from somebody's legacy, but there's instability. Why is it unstable? Why is your legacy unstable? Because of being a promoter. You need a promoter for your social media, and you have angelic help, and you're going to have luck. So, actually, the instability is about your social media promotion, angelic help, and luck. That's your instability. So even that's going to be okay. Why are you a student in reverse? Because of charity. What do you mean charity? Somebody was a rebel. So you may have been kicked out of school. What's going to happen here? Somebody may have been a student. You're going to unlock something, and it's about science. Outcome of unlocking the science, it may be about social media also. No parenthood and being a workaholic. So maybe there's going to be a paternity test, and you're going to be like, it's not my baby. Let me get my ass to work here. This was illegal. Something was illegal. Oh, Lord. Anything else we need to know here? That there's something going on with somebody's health. There's something you can't see about your health. And that you're not going to have any setbacks. It has to do with your home. Clarify what you can't see. Your animals are here. There's a partnership in reverse. And you're taking off. So it's like you want to leave a partnership, but you have animals. Alright, outcome of taking off from this partnership and the animals. There's a counselor here who's not going to make that mistake because they're a phoenix rising. Outcome of the counselor and making mistakes. You're not making any mistakes. What's your outcome? You're not going to have any patience, and you're going to celebrate. You're going to have a celebration, but caution. Outcome of your celebration? You're going to get recognition. And there's something you cannot talk about. Be quiet. Shh. Spirit says, shh. Don't talk about it. And it's about your crossroads and a mechanic and a planner. But I can't say anything else because Spirit said, shh. Don't talk about it. All right. Let's find out what your best friend would say, and let's close this, because I don't think there's much more I can say. Best friend, what would you say to this person? Your body is beautiful, and take the first step. Your body is beautiful. Take the first step. How are the angels helping here? Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Giving you that gratitude that we saw. Anything else? Damn, there's a lot of angels here. Your wisdom, your purity, and your joy. Your prosperity, your harmony, your relationship, and your adoration. That spying behavior. And creative power as well. What spiritual gifts are operating here? Whoa, that flew out. An epiphany. You're going to have a tower moment. And you're protected. Anything else? You're going to have a house. Use your intuition. And you're going to travel also. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. Is there anything else I need to do here, Spirit? No. Spirit said close. All right. Instant Magic Oracle, what would you say? And then we're going to close. What would you say to this person? You would say intuition challenge, a coffin. What does a coffin mean to you? And how do you connect with this image? If you're really stuck, turn to 508 for some psychic prompts. But you know what a coffin means. You know what a coffin means. Spirit says you already know. You're about to get an inheritance. Alrighty then. What else, Spirit? Spirit said to give you one of these, and then I'm going to pull trinkets. May I get some guidance, please? Woo! Black Diamond came out. Wow. Wow. Somebody is on a powerful journey. Black Diamond, number 39, and Elk Medicine Woman, number 36. Number 39, Black Diamond. You have a powerful spiritual journey to take this lifetime. It is not always easy to take this path. However, you are a wisdom bearer. You are one of the precious ones who is not destroyed by dark shit in life, but is rather able to find wisdom and empowerment through overcoming it. You've done it before, and you're going to do it again now as your soul becomes powerful through the pressures it has survived. You'll be able to rise to even greater challenges, but they will feel easier for you than before. You are unstoppable. You have every right to feel bold and joyful about what life holds for you next. And Elk Medicine Woman, number 36, says this. Hang on. There are certain things that are meant to happen at particular times. This is the work of destiny. No matter how much pressure there is from the outside world or from your own expectations, there is an order of events and divine timing in place so that what is meant to be shall be. Balance your active pursuit of your dreams and ambitions with patience and trust in the right timing of things. You are given a message that you are capable of great accomplishments this lifetime. Rather than fighting against life, trust that it is working with you and for you, and do what is in your power to do, but pace yourself with trust and surrender too. Elk Medicine Woman comes with guidance to heal your soul. Steady does it, wild one. Maintain the pace that matches your inner rhythms. Do not feel rushed by urgency or external demands. Remember feeling like you need to do more? You cannot force life to flow. Your heart is at pace Your heart is at pace. I'm sorry. Why do I keep saying pace? There's something about somebody's heart and the pace. Your heart is at peace with this because it knows that perfect timing is divine timing. You have the endurance to go far, to attain greater things in this life. You must conserve your energy to maintain your stamina. If you push yourself to exhaustion, you just make the way harder for yourself. Nor does it speed up your results. Forcing creates resistance, which just slows down everything. Elk Medicine Woman understands that you have great courage, which will take you to places that others may not dare to go. With your inner wisdom and self-confidence, there is so much that you shall achieve and receive. She whispers in your heart, affirming that your accomplishments shall be impressive. She guides you to work hard, but also enjoy your life and allow others to support you. When divine timing is just right, you will hit your stride. You will attain all that for which you have aimed and more. Sacred ritual. Place the back of your hands on the top of your head with your fingers extending upwards in slightly curved shape. These are your symbolic soul antlers. They draw in divine transmissions of guidance, blessing, and energy and instruction. Imagine, visualize, feel, or pretend that you can suck all that spiritual goodness into your soul antlers, and then move your hands down to relaxation in your heart. Around something's going on with somebody's heart. I keep Freudian slipping that. All right, so you can pretend like you have antlers, or you can just feel it coming in through your crown. But Spirit's trying to give you instruction and guidance on your life and how to have the most success. All right, because you're capable of a lot this life, okay? All right, may I have trinkets for this reading, Spirit? That'll go perfectly with this reading. I did not get very many. I got selenite. You have to recharge your crystals, okay? Spirit's saying that to me. Every journey starts with a single step. Remember, take the first step. There's a heart with a cross in it. An elephant. Somehow elephants are significant. There's an elephant in the room somebody maybe have where they're not dealing with the issue. And live in the moment, Spirit says. Just live in the moment. I think we saw that already in this reading, to live in the moment. Alright, trinkets from this bowl. I can't remember what the hell I've said. Alright, I got some more crystals. This is turquoise. Live the life you love. I have a horse. Somehow horses, you might like to bet on horse races or something. There is a marble. This is Saturn, I think. And somebody's been in the military, or they have been in flight school, or somehow wings. They've earned their wings. Okay? They've earned their wings. Alright. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you will let me know that you were here by commenting, leaving me a comment or something. Like the video or whatever y'all do. I love you and have a wonderful day. And Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Bye-bye.